All right, we're out here on the Tchefuncte River. It's midsummer. I'm with Cajun Ray Miller. And Ray, we're doing something that I've always wanted to do. You know, when I join you guys out here sockeye fishing on the Tchefuncte River, we always come across, well, I say always, generally in the summer, we come across catfish.
Catfish,
They,
yeah.
for the most part, kind of get in the way. You know, we're zoned in, we're keyed in on those sockeye. But I've always wanted to get out here, especially you with live scope, and hunt down these catfish and just fill up my freezer with some good catfish meat.
Yeah.
You know, it's something that we don't do down here in South Louisiana. We are spoiled with what kind of fish we catch, you know, speckled trout, redfish, even red snapper out in the Gulf. So catfish kind of takes a back seat. A lot of people don't really target them, but I hear you're targeting them this summer, huh?
Yeah, I kind of squeezed myself away for a little while because in June and July, the catfish are on a run, or you know, spawn, if you will, and most people pass them up. But I go catch me a few bags of fillets for in June and July.
So talk about what you're seeing out here on the Tchefuncte River, because they used to group up like this, but after that storm, Ida really affected them, huh?
Ida kind of messed them up. The year after Ida, we really didn't do a whole lot. Somebody told me, "Oh, them catfish went out in the lake," and they might have. I don't know, but I can tell you they made a strong comeback. There's a lot of catfish in this river right now.
So tell me what you're seeing out here now.
Well, what I'm seeing is that most of the catfish, it's so hot. I mean, we're going to try to make this a quick trip today too because it's so hot.
No arguments there.
What we've been seeing is that these catfish are basically on the curves in at 40 to 50 foot of water. A lot of people don't know there's water that deep in this river, but there is.
Can't wait.
And they get in those curves, and those fish are going to be at about 20 feet in that 40, 45 foot of water.
Okay.
And we'll take some pictures of that after a while, you know, on the graph and all that, so you'll be able to see how those fish are. And it's just like between 20 and 25 feet, there's just a line of fish in 40, 45 foot of water. Pretty neat.
What are we using?
Well, we're going to use some Cajun Ray's magic bait.
Oh, magic bait.
We'll talk about that after a while. That's kind of a Bruce Mitchell recipe. Everybody knows Bruce Mitchell.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get out here. Sun's coming up. The temperatures are rising, so let's beat this heat.
All right.
Let's go. For our first spot, what's your normal procedure as far as
well,
what
I'm
you're
doing my
looking
side
for?
scan, and I'm looking for some fish out here. See, all these white dots, that's fish. You know, so look, they got some fish right there. We're in 36 foot of water. So these are all these little white dots you see in here. That's all fish.
So you're looking for a more concentrated grouping?
Yeah. That's all catfish.
That's what you're looking for.
That's
right
all
there.
catfish. Yeah.
And you know it's catfish
I know
because
it's catfish.
because they're bigger on the screen than regular fish.
Let's see. See, that's catfish. And they're right at between 20 and 30 feet. You know, that's all catfish. All right, I'm rigging it up. It's pretty simple. I just got a weight about a foot above the hook, and I'm just using a small circle hook. You can use treble hooks, any kind of hook, it don't matter. Just so you can get the bait out in front of them. Then the bait I'm using, this right here is some cut up chicken thighs, boneless, skinless thighs, and I cut it in some pieces. Look, about like that. And I'm gonna put it on the hook. And it's a real simple recipe. This is a Bruce Mitchell recipe. It's some cut up pieces of chicken. You can use gizzards and a couple of packs of strawberry Kool-Aid and squirt in some menhaden or shad oil. Mix it all up and put it in the refrigerator, let it marinate for a day or two, whatever. And whatever you don't use, throw it in the freezer and freeze it. And when you're ready to go, just use it, take it out and use it again. That's all that is. Pretty simple recipe. Each one of these grid lines is 2 feet. So looking there, you got a fish right there that's 2 feet long. So you know it's a pretty good sized fish, you know, so right there. It's a little smaller. So you can tell if you got the grid lines on here, you can tell how big the fish are. All right. I don't know if you noticed, Keith, but I sure noticed this doggone water is not moving. And there's fish here. See, those are catfish right there. That's pretty good sized catfish right there.
And not touching the bait.
Yeah, and yeah, they're not touching the bait. at all. We have no tide movement, zero. So when the tide starts moving, it should move here in a little while, starts moving, we'll start getting some activity. Right now you put it in front of them, they just don't even look at it. Right there, I'll move it again. All right, let me drop it down into them. So we're right in the middle of them right now. And they're just not moving on it at all. Not at all.
Looking at it.
Look at that. That's it. But that tide, when that tide starts moving, we're gonna have a different scenario. Look at that. Come and look at it and left.
All right, so Ray has switched over while the catfish aren't biting. We're see his
Right
lure
there.
drop. That is
There's my jig.
a little crappie jig that he's lowering down, and there's a group of sockeye right there, and they are not touching it. So just like the catfish, these seems like these sockeye are just hanging tight until this tide turns around.
Tide starts moving, they'll get busy. Yeah, come again.
There it goes, dropping down. Nothing.
Got it.
He's got it?
There he is.
Get him.
There he is, right there. See him coming up? Ooh.
There he
There he
is.
is right there.
All right, first one of the day. Good size, good eating size, huh?
Yeah, buddy, that's a good catfish right there.
All right. Hopefully they'll turn on from here. What sizes would you say is a good eating size catfish that you like, Ray?
This right here, most people like this a lot, that size right
12
there.
and
Yeah,
12,
and the ones
16.
a little bit bigger, you know, have a bigger fillet, but man, this is a good size right here.
all right, I got a bite here.
Go ahead, pull it up. See if we can
Set
see
the
it.
hook. There it is. That's not big.
Oh, hey, it's a fish.
Yeah, and they're biting. I want to let them get it.
All right,
There we go.
got it
Good,
now.
good. That's a good one.
Ooh, ooh, where he's at? Where he's at? Oh yeah. Get him, Keith. All right, cool.
Oh
Cool.
yeah, right. Look at that.
That's a lot better.
Definitely swallowed it down.
This
Looks like
time
they're
you
getting
sure
hungry.
did. God darn it.
So I gave him a little bit of time that time instead
Yeah.
of setting the hook the split second I felt it. So that might be the
Yeah,
the
you gotta let him take it a
Let
little
have
bit.
it a little while. Look at
That's
that,
good
huh?
fish, man. Good fish.
Solid fish. Let's get some more.
All right.
I see it. That's amazing. Yeah. So this is the shad right here. There's a line of shad traveling through here, and if you watch these catfish, they'll come up, grab some, and then come back down. See one's going up right there? Oh, that's him. That's on Ray's line. Pull him up. Coming up. Got him? Oh! Well, I saw him hit, and you pull him up. There we go.
There we go. Look, he's right up the top. Look at that. Look at that one.
There we go. You grab him.
All right. There you go. Right. Let him go.
All right. Getting a little pattern here. They're feeding now.
Cool. Man.
Swallowed it, huh?
Yeah, I got him.
Good fish.
Where's he at? Where's he at?
Coming.
That's a good fish there.
Oh, foul hook.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, foul hook.
He's talking to you.
Oh, he is talking. There he is. Look at that.
Yes, sir.
So what did I do? I let him run with it a little
Yeah.
while and set the hook. Hey,
It works.
done.
Got another fish in.
Hey, connect. Swing and a connect. Good fish?
It feels good, but I think I got something going on here with the rod.
Good fish.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
Ooh, all slimed up, huh?
Yeah.
He just jumped on, or did he mouth it?
No, he mouthed it. I was watching him.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Wow.
Oh, look at the size of that
Yeah.
one. Look at the size of that one.
I'll get him right. Oh, man.
Yeah, buddy. That's a good one.
Looks good to me. I want y'all to see, we just relocated to another, it's the bins, right, Ray, that are
They're in the bins, and
water.
then 40, I think 40 foot's kind of the key number to be looking for.
Let's hone in on what we're seeing here. There are a ton of fish in here. You can see that. That's all catfish strung along about 20 feet of water. And we're in a total of 45 feet of water. All right, picking up, gonna make one more run back towards the launch in Madisonville. This heat is getting
hot.
Yeah, I think we got a forecasted high of 100 today, so I think it'd be smart to head on back. We are catching fish, but I don't think it's worth it. We could just about do this any day. Ray, these fish are pretty dependable mid-summer, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Yes, especially when we don't have a real high pressure system in there.
Yeah, and we've seen very consistent weather. No heavy downpouring.
June and July is the time when they really congregate.
So what's this last spot, Ray? What we're looking at here?
I got a couple of spots over, but we're gonna go by the launch.
Yeah.
And we're gonna fish a couple of holes by the bridge, and there's a restaurant over there, and we're gonna fish their pilots.
Okay.
And we'll call it a day.
Sounds good. Let's go. All right, so pulling up on this wharf here. Seeing anything, Ray?
I'm seeing some sockeye up under it, but nothing. If we see some, they're going to be at the end piling there. That pile, those two pilings and that third one right there, because the water's deeper right there. We'll see.
That's something, huh?
Yeah, we got something there. See how close they are right there?
Piling, huh?
Right into the pilings.
Oh, nothing at that restaurant, Ray. We got one more spot in us, huh?
One more spot in. Get one more shot.
Ooh, it's getting hot.
That's why we got one more spot.
Alright, what we got here, Ray?
A few fish right there.
Yeah.
They're right on
All
that
we gotta
pile
do is
right
see if they're hungry. They might be hungry. There's another bite. Get him. There we go. Good deal. Woo! What you got, Ray?
Oh no.
What you got? Alright, I'm gonna sink this thing and see what's going on. Bring close over here. This one right here?
Yeah. Wait. Okay, pick it up on the bottom.
There he is, Ray.
Can you pick him up?
Yeah, I can get him. Let's get him. I don't know, man. Let's put this camera right here. Pick him up like this. Got him?
I got it.
Oh, that's a big nasty fish there. Oh. Good catch. All right, they got some more down there. Let's go get them. Oh, get them out of there. Oh, man.
Oh, man. Another fish. Look at that, son. Got him.
Another one?
Okay.
Right along these pilots, huh?
Right on the pilots. Right along the pilots. You just wait until you see them, and then you drop it to them. And they're not deep right here by the pilots. We're catching them 20, 25 foot deep. Right here is about 8 or 10.
Finishing up the day here on the Tchefuncte River. Man, is it getting hot, but we were able to find these catfish in different spots. Seemed like the first spot we get to, we'd catch a few, 2 or 3 there, and it would slack off. Have to find a new fresh group, drop that meat down, and do it all over again. But we got close to 20 of them, and man, what a ball just catfishing. It's been a while since I've been catfishing.
Just like sockeye fishing, catch a few and move.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah. And I tell you what, we didn't catch anything really until that tide started moving. So
when the tide started moving, yeah, that's the key. And we saw a lot of shad.
Yes, yeah. So shad, you know, they were right in that line of what, about 20 feet, you would say? 15?
They're probably 12, 15 feet.
12, 15 feet.
And the catfish were 100, and I believe you got a shot where the catfish will come up and they were busting them up.
Yeah, and then come right back down. So we
back down.
We started dropping our lines a little bit past that shad. Boom, boom, they would jump on.
And in the last spot, we did pretty good.
Yeah.
We got the big dog.
We got the big ones at the last spot, right here at the Madisonville bridge, and they were right along the pilots. But I tell you what,
isn't that strange how they moved right after we
after you set the hook on one, it seemed like they would smooth and move to another pilot. But,
just like a soccer leg.
Yeah, but tremendous trip. It's been a while since I wanted to do this, and when we finally got to do it, and man, these fish are so dependable. You know, every day they're here.
They're here.
And very, very plentiful. The shad in the river, very optimistic about this coming sockeye season. As far as it's going to be incredible with the shad. You know, depending on what kind of storms we get this summer, but hopefully everything pans out, and this river is.
Well, if somebody wants to catch some catfish, they still on. Yeah. I've been catching them for about 3 weeks now, and they're going to be in here probably through July. So they can come and catch them.
Great trip, Kurt.
If you don't find some on your normal spots, just go find you some 35, 40 foot of water.
Yeah, that was
You'll find them.
Deep water in the bends.
Deep water in the bends.
All right, guys. Tchefuncte River. We'll get some catfish.